chance to meet him one night, wandering. He told me tales, and he drank my wine. Me and my magic man, kind of feeling fine. He had a cloak of gold and eyes of fire, and when he spoke I felt his deep desire to free the world from its fear and pain, and help the people to feel free again. Why don't we listen to the voices in our hearts? 'Cause then I know we'll find we're not that far apart. Everybody's got to be happy, everyone should sing. 'Cause we know the joy of life, peace that love can bring. Thus spoke the wizard in his mountain home. The vision of his wisdom means we'll never be alone. And I will dream of my magic night and the million silver stars that guide me with their light.
Hi, and welcome to the David Alexander Infinite Energy series here on YouTube. This is video 13. My name is Bjarne Troften, and I'm here again with my good friend David Alexander to do further explorations of the world of infinite energy. In our two previous videos, numbers 11 and 12, we went through some of the reasons Dr. Peter Lindemann gives us for why we do not have free or infinite energy available to us yet. So, David, could you please give our viewers a brief recap of videos 11 and 12?
Certainly, Bjarne, and thank you. In videos 11 and 12, we presented highlights from Dr. Peter Lindemann's article, The World of Free Energy. The link to that is below, where he explains why, from his viewpoint, the public doesn't yet have free or infinite energy technology. His first three reasons cover the influence of banks, governments, and the psychology of those who invented free energy devices or falsely claimed that they had done so. We kindly ask our viewers to watch videos 11 and 12 to fill in that background information, leading to the wrap-up of Dr. Lindemann's article in this video.
Yes, knowing what we covered in our two previous videos will really help to put this one in the right context, because David, you have already hinted that Dr. Lindemann's fourth reason as to why we do not have free or infinite energy technology available is somewhat special compared to the first three ones. Is that an accurate statement?
I believe it is accurate. Please understand that we are not analyzing every sentence Dr. Lindemann wrote. We are attempting to cover and summarize his main points. And I believe many of you will see the fourth force as the most important.
Yes, David. So let us find out. How does Dr. Lindemann begin describing this fourth reason, or as he calls it, the fourth force?
Dr. Lindemann begins describing the fourth force by stating that it is a certain small fraction or percentage of the first three forces existing in all people today. Most people in general, to varying degrees, would like to control others, receive high financial compensation for inventing something useful, and sometimes trade a comfortable illusion for an uncomfortable fact. Dr. Lindemann then starts putting it together when he states that free energy technology is an outward manifestation of divine abundance.
Wow. Free energy technology is an outward manifestation of divine abundance. I want to hear more. Does Dr. Lindemann expand on this idea of divine abundance even further?
Oh, does he ever? At this point, I wish to read an 8-line paragraph directly out of Dr. Lindemann's article rather than try to condense it using my words. So here is this entire paragraph, quoted as written, quote, "The appearance of free energy technology in the public domain is the dawning of a truly civilized age. It is an epochal event in human history. Nobody can take credit for it. Nobody can get rich on it. Nobody can rule the world with it. It is simply a gift from God. It forces us all to take responsibility for our own actions and for our own self-disciplined self-restraint when needed. The world as it is currently ordered cannot have free energy technology without being totally transformed by it into something else. This civilization has reached the pinnacle of its development because it has birthed the seeds of its own transformation. The unspiritualized human animals cannot be trusted with free energy. They will only do what they have always done, which is take merciless advantage of each other or kill each other and themselves in the process." Close quote. I don't mind saying I felt chills and goosebumps the first time I read that phrase, a gift from God.
I bet. And David, I couldn't agree more. A gift from God. It kind of reminds me of when human beings were given the gift of fire. And, spiritual consciousness seems to be growing. Sometimes slowly maybe, but both among individuals and I think on the planet as a whole, spiritual consciousness definitely is growing. And so where does Dr. Lindemann go from there to conclude his article?
First of all, he says that the internet enables we the people to be able to communicate with each other now better than ever before. Then he states that many free energy inventors are publishing their work rather than attempting to patent it and keep it secret. There is a trend towards people freely placing free energy information in books, videos, and websites, and we are part of it.
Yes, we are. Now, you and I have been discussing and exploring these things for years now, David, and we will be presenting examples of specific working free energy technologies here. Many of these are not suitable for tinkering with in the basement workshop, you understand. But all of these contain and illustrate principles that should be more widely known. So again, stay tuned.
Stay tuned indeed. First of all, as Bjorn states, some devices we will be describing use very high voltages or high temperatures and could be very hazardous to an experimenter not fully familiar with the necessary safety precautions. So now, some closing comments from Dr. Lindemann's article are that the source of free energy is inside us, our spiritually guided intuition expressing itself without distraction, intimidation, or manipulation. Finally, Dr. Lindemann states that not only is free energy here, it has been here for decades. I couldn't agree more. And specific examples will be presented and explained as we travel down Video Road. So Dr. Lindemann gives us a lot to think about and perhaps go further and even pray about.
Yes, he really does. And especially this concept that the source of free energy is inside of us. Now, that really underlines the spiritual aspect for me. And David, while we're pondering all of this, what do you see coming up in video 14?
Well, Bjorn, of course, we like to keep at least a little suspense, as a video series is entitled to do. But video 14 will look with some depth at a historic event in the United States more than 100 years ago, witnessed by an estimated 1/2 to 1 million people, where these people saw with their own eyes the reality of something that had been ridiculed as impossible. But there it was. Consensual reality instantly shifted to true reality for all the people present. Yes, I see a parallel with the introduction of infinite energy to the world.
Well, David, I get a sense that there is something in the air. And then, further down Video Road, what might our viewers see there?
In the air? The plan now, beyond video 14, is to individually examine a number of infinite energy technologies and point out characteristics which enable these particular technologies to produce more energy than would be expected. There are 7 technologies on the short list, with more to be added later.
Great! There is plenty to look forward to then, David.
Plenty indeed. We have provided a couple links for you below to check out while we are working on our next video. Until then, I am David Alexander.
And I am Bjarne Troften. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. And again, please subscribe if you find this topic interesting, and click on the bell. Then YouTube will send you a brief email when we post our next video. Of course, we also appreciate your upvotes and comments. And see you next video.